What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the City Life Project YouTube channel for yet another live, I guess not fight companion, watch party. Whew, caught myself there last minute. For the Ultimate Fighter Season 33, Team Cormier versus Team Sonnen. Guys, there's only like 4 or 5 weeks left. There's only like 4 or 5 weeks left until Dana White's Contender Series is here, which is obviously the superior Tuesday show. It's game day time. Let's go. Yes, non-superior rules say, yo, monkey, friggin' Dougie stream, I bet was your fucking wet dream a few days ago. How many did he get through? I passed out at like number 4. I'm here for Team Jones. Where are the stats at? Where are the stats at? Yo, I'll give you a stat. Team Cormier up 4-1 right now. That is right. Team Cormier up 4-1 right now on Team Sonnen. It's going to be a very Rampage Jackson style Ultimate Fighter. It's on ESPN Plus, dude. It's on ESPN Plus. Anyways, what I will say, the show has been mad. There's only been one good episode. The episode in which Chael Sonnen paid dollars for pounds, thousands of dollars for pounds. And we ain't talking about the cannabis or cocaine, ladies and gentlemen. That's the Conor McGregor show. Other than that, there's been a little bit of drama in the house. We haven't even seen the 2 Brazilians who've been going at it. We have Fighting Nerds versus freaking this Canadian Brazilian fighting who fights on BFL. We haven't seen much beef of them. There's been no one who's got drunk in the house. There's no beer in the house. There's just fucking Monster Energy cans. But this today should be a very good fight. And the show has been whatever other than that one episode, but the fights have been awesome. So we literally just get to basically just read chat and hang out for about 40 minutes until the fight starts. I don't even know what that means, but do your thing, buddy. Do your thing. What's up, Scott? What's up, Mike? Yeah, it's been a good day. It's been super nice out. Got a lot of work done. Just wrapped up a fucking run. Just bang through some TUF, hang out with you guys, then make dinner and repeat tomorrow. By the way, happy Canada Day to every Canadian in the chat. Let's fucking go. I should just be wearing this the whole stream since it is Canada Day. And happy early 4th. I might stream Thursday morning, but then I'm heading to my buddy's cabin to party all weekend. So I'll Thursday and Sunday will be the only 2 days I stream this weekend. I know. I'm missing 4 PFL shows in a row or whatever it is, but it is what it is. Yeah, the season has no drama or excitement, so we're basically waiting for the fight. But the fights have been great. Bloody as hell. We've had some good finishes. We've had some good scraps. But you know what we do to make this show fun as well? And those who join us every week, they know. We got a counter. We keep notes of some of the Ultimate Fighter lore, ladies and gentlemen. I think we're going to get one right here, right off the bat. We got some Vegas B-roll. What are we doing here? Do we got a field trip right off the... Oh, no, just the TUF House. Sorry, TUF House counter number 1, ladies and gentlemen. And the 2 fighters who fought last week are just showing respect to each other. I mean, it was a hell of a fight. All right. So these are the things that we are noting, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Here's some things we can note. TUF House B-roll, Drunky McDrunks, Daniel Cormier eating, fighters crying like they're in Ryzen, sob stories. Tears do not have to be shed for this to count. Home video filler, which we've had in every episode except episode 1. Knockout submission, field trips, Apex B-roll, fighters quitting, fighters missing weight, Dana White pep talks, Dana White saying, holy fuck, guest coaches appearances, Chiesa and Colby Covington don't count, the Indian fighter putting his feet in the sink, what the hell, dollars for pounds, which I don't think we're going to see again, yapping at the weigh-ins, doors being broken, classic, and absolute beatdowns. Let me know if you guys got any suggestions as well. We haven't seen any doors be broken, we haven't seen... any Drunky McDrunks. We haven't even seen Dana White going, holy fuck, or a pep talk. Yo, what's up, Hockey from Home? And again, last week, there's another TUF B-roll. Last week, we saw Yokubov lose. He was winning the first round, but ended up losing that fight. Okay, the Brazilians are beefing again. The Brazilians, I think, are beefing again. The one Fighting Nerds guy is talking a lot of shit. Why? I thought that hockey from home, we were given a gift. Why? You know what, hockey from home? I'm starting to think you don't know much about hockey, yet your channel's called Hockey from Home. That was the fucking steal. Like, those were the best free agency steals / re-signing steals like in a long time for the Vancouver Canucks. That's some Sedin's fucking taking a pay cut in their 30s to come back hockey from home. How could you not like that? When he was going to get 8 or 9 mil on the open market, when this franchise treated him like shit, and he says, you know what? Fuck going home to Minnesota. I love Vancouver. I love this team. I'm going to stay and help this team win. How in your right mind as a Canucks fan do you hate that? Now just got home from dinner, time to shower and sleep. Tomorrow we all right. That was a tease and a half hockey from home. I am ready, and you got me. I am going to be watching that. Fact, says Andrew. Fact. No. You can't walk it back now, hockey from. I expect to see that video. You ain't walking it back now. And yeah, I don't like the. Oh, the Brazilians are beefing again. And by the way, I am rooting for the boy out of BFL, Rodrigo Sezinando. Okay, so I guess Team Sonnen's guy is calling out Rodrigo's loss because he knew the guy. Yo, what's up, GQ, BBQ? I just met a couple on a swingers dating app and went over to their house a little while ago, and it was awkward and weird, and I left just to join the podcast show. What a story. So what did you know? Okay, here's the question. Did you know they were swingers going there for dinner and just were like, you know what? I'm just going to see what happens. Or did you find out like during dinner and was like, got to find an excuse to get the fuck out of here? What a story, GQ Baby Q. How are you, sir? I hope you're doing all right, my friend. I haven't looked it up yet, so I'm not sure. No, all good, buddy. You've gone above and beyond the last few days. So save them dollars, as I'm gonna do, so we can fucking hit up Japan either during the holidays or early in the new year. I just said, you know what? Fuck a vehicle. I ain't gonna fix it. I'm gonna use that money to go to Japan, brother. Hey, Salam. What's up, home Dan Sock? Shitorekubi? You should dove in that pussy. Yeah, dude. Yeah. We agree on the Demko signing. Okay, there was a little drama in the house, but no alcohol was do I add Brazilian on Brazilian? We'll call it favela violence. I'm going to add that one. Favela violence. We'll count it. We got nothing else on this show to count, so well, that's a lie. We got a lot. All right. Rose and Raquel, we got 2 guests? Oh, my God. Love one of them. Vehemently hate the other. But all right, we got the former champ in Pennington. And we got, I'm the best. All right. We got an Apex shot as well. Damn, my wrist is already sore. I was afraid I was going to be turned into a fucking lampshade. Oh my God. I want more details. Well, then you can get the lay of the land. I just got to start looking at the schedule. Like what's a good month or few weeks where there's like a lot of deep shows, where there's some Pancrase, where there's some like Crush, all in like, Japan's not that big, but you know what I mean? Like all in like within a travelable region. Farsi balade. I don't speak much Farsi, but I can understand enough. No, dude, the husband got weird, bro, and like his wife was cool, but just weird vibes, man, from the husband. And I went to their ranch and they had a locked gate or something. Didn't feel right. I missed that comment before reading the follow-up one. Oh my God. Damn. GQBBQ. You literally, this is the highlight of my day reading this story. I'm glad you got out safe. I'm glad they didn't. I'm glad you didn't become the steak in which you were probably eating at their house. Buying a bunch of stuff at a gift shop right now. Might go to the casino after this too. Argenti's rubbing off on you. They're just showing some highlights of Raquel Pennington and Rose Namajunas as they're going to lead the Team Cormier practice. I have a friend, and I'll call him acquaintance, but a guy who I do like editing for his hockey show. He has a Seattle Kraken podcast. Hockey from Home is obviously well aware of it. He was in Japan for 3 months. Well, I'm glad you're still with us. You just said hockey. What is wrong? What is going on with you right now? I don't believe anything you say. Hockey from Home. You said you didn't like the Besser signing. Now you do like it. Then you said you didn't like the Demko signing. Now you do. I'm very confused. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with you right now. Oh yeah, that's hella weird. You get the wife's number. I got the number. Imagine I was on TUF and they found my account. You made the right choice. I can imagine, GQ BBQ. I can imagine. JG2 made us raid someone today, lol. About 40 of us. Nice. Dude, JG2 is good shit. It's funny. I've been watching JG2's channel since like when he was doing clip stuff like before Mike Sports. Obviously pivoted. And now basically just bitching about John Jones and glazing Aspinall, but I still like his videos. Don't show him the Aspinall video I made. He may unsubscribe. Oh my God, there he is. Jesus Christ, dude. What's up, JG2? Good to see you. He is pretty good. JG2 and myself are probably the only ones who like smiled when Mike Sports got nuked. No, actually that's mean. I actually didn't mind Mike Sports. I like the guys. And I hate the fucking channel that took them down. MMA Crazy. They're taking down everybody. I'm on my glazing Ilya arc. Actually, you know what? I was just going to say someone got me a membership on your channel, by the way. So shout out whoever was gifting memberships. And I did see a little bit of your member stream. JG2 though, you still, well, I guess a fan is a stretch, but do you still watch TUF? This season, obviously, the show sucks. It is what it is. But the fights have been awesome. So what we do here, guys, to make things interesting is we keep note, and like I got notes here, we keep note of some of the TUF lore stuff and stuff that's come out this season that we can note. These include TUF House B-roll, Drunky McDrunks, which you've yet to see. Daniel Cormier eating is one I thought we'd see a lot more for the memes. But again, the production on ESPN is garbage. If this was Spike, they'd be showing every time Daniel Cormier would be stuffing his face, they'd be zooming in on him. But alas, we are in this day and age. Fighters crying like they fight in Ryzen. Sob stories, tears do not have to be shed for this to count. Home video filler, which we've had in every episode except for episode 1. Knockout submissions, field trips, Apex B-rolls, fighters quitting, which I think we had 1. Fighters missing weight, Dana White pep talk. There's another tough B-roll. Dana White saying, holy fuck. Guest coach appearances, Covington and Chiesa don't count. The Indian fighter putting his feet in the fucking sink, bro. What the fuck? Dollars for pounds, which we saw. That was the only good episode this season so far, is when Chael literally gave a guy $7,000. The opponent $7,000 to still fight because his guy missed weight by that much. Yapping at the weigh-ins. Doors being broken, which we don't see much anymore. And if we do, ESPN definitely cuts those out. And then if there's any other suggestions from you guys. Who does more blow, John or Connor? I would say John set the bar. Connor raised it. Volk Ortega was the last TUF season I committed to be honest. And again, that season wasn't that great either, but like at least there's some good fighters to come out of that season. I would say this year, the fights are really good. But yeah, it's tough. It's Dana White Contender Series is where it's at now. And do you like remember like the old TUF when they fought to get into the house was so sick? Like the Mayhem versus Bisbing season was one of my favorite. Only Dougie. All right, sorry, I'm so behind some comments here. Monkey's an okay guy. Beware the monkey is here. What's up, Andrew? Good to see you. Yo, thank you for gifting the membership, dude. Mike. Shout out to Mike Wilson gifting the membership. Mike gifted a membership instead of buying his own. What a beauty. What an absolute beauty. All right, now we're going to Team Sonnen's training here. Let's see if he brings a guest. Yo, shout out to Mike. Season 1, see, I disagree. I'll say season 1 for the hooliganism was the best, but I hated the reality show challenges they had to do. I will say season 3 is when it like took off. The Tito Ortiz and Ken Shamrock season. And that produced a lot of good fighters. I don't think that one's the best either. I think season 3 is better, to be honest. I wouldn't say season 3 is the best. I don't know which one's my favorite. But I would say season 10 was good because both seasons that Rampage were on were just good because fucking Rampage was on there. Let me bang, bro. Yo, what's up, Amberly? If Strickland is the one coach for the Ultimate Fighter, who would you pick for the other coach to spice it up? The dude he tried to punch out in Tough Enough from Miami. The dude, I will tell you, Loki MMA, this is exactly. Thank you so much for guys. If I missed your comments, I'll get back to them. We just for like 10 people watching. You guys are super chatty, which I love it. I love it. Hold on. I will show you exactly who should coach against him. I was waiting for that question, ladies and gentlemen. I was waiting for that question. It would be the man, the myth, the legend, Luis Hernandez. Let me share it quick here. It would be this motherfucker. And my favorite part about it is Sean Strickland will be suspended.
In danger. Hernandez.
Chris Tione watching real close.
We got our first commercial 17 minutes in, bro. There's going to be a knockout. I can feel it.
And that is the end. The stash.
This is who Sean Strickland's gonna fight on Tough or coach against on Tough.
Oh, wow.
Perfect, Loki. You set me up so well. You set me up so. Fuck out of here. It'd be better if he was from Brooklyn. Fuck out of here. But yeah. So there you go. That's who I think. Try Capirina. What is that? One of the reasons why I haven't done many beer reviews is also because I haven't been drinking much, man. This weekend, I'm going to basically all like the health points that I gained, they're all going to get thrown away because I'm getting drunk as fuck, as Ricky from Trailer Park Boys says. Dude, it's Canada Day and I'm not drinking, bro. It's fucking Canada Day and it's not drinking. Or I'm not drinking. What is wrong with me? I'll at least smoke a joint later, but like, fuck, man. I'm gonna party for Canada and the States combined starting Thursday. If I remember what happens Thursday night, I will be disappointed with myself. Now, I'm in my 30s now, so that's not going to take as many drinky poos as it once did, but still. So, yeah, that's one of the reasons why, but I will definitely be doing beer reviews with some of my homies moving forward so I don't have to drink all the beers. Because I used to bank them all like, boom, 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 and I just can't do it anymore, bro. I'm getting old and I'm too healthy. Oh, this looks amazing. I love lime, as you know. It's a Brazilian cocktail of Sao Paulo. Sugar, lime, and ice. The drink's prepared by mixing fruit, sugar together, then add... What would you put, like, white rum in that, you think? That looks fucking amazing, dude. All right, we're going to make some of them cocktails over the weekend. I'm not a big cocktail guy either. I usually just drink whiskey straight during the winter. Or these days... I'm whiskey sour over old fashioned. Really? Man, really, ESPN sucks. When are you going live? Yo, you know what? Monkey, thank you so much for 12 months. You're fucking man. It's really 12 months of you causing ruckus. I was like, Kenny Bigham's going full Tyrone to a glizzy munchin monkey. Thank you for all the support, buddy. No worries, Andrew. No worries, brother. Andrew, I've been loving the summer scenery content from the beautiful Ontario, Canada. And I usually don't I usually don't talk that kindly about Ontario, Andrew, but been loving the shorts. What's the fighter on Tough Enough? You got a free pro. Luis Hernandez. Yeah, what kind of live streams? Is this M1 Global? You wish. I wish. Chris, do you know like M1 Global got like bought or partnered with some like Asian league now, and they do all their shows are like the Asian League versus M1 Global, and their ring basically looks like a BKFC ring that's like 3 times bigger. Right? There's another Apex Shaw's return from commercial. Oh, it was so good. It was so good, dude. Machida's one of my favorites too. Yo, is this Ed Herman? Bro, Ed Herman. Fucking love Ed Herman, even though he totally lied about getting kneed in the balls that one time. Oh, dude. Okay, real OGs will know Ed Herman, man. Season 3. What I say about season 3. What I say about season 3, dude. Fucking love Ed Herman. Now, he had a long UFC career, and yeah, one time he didn't get kneed in the balls. He said he got kneed in the balls, and didn't like that from him. But I've always been a big fan of Ed Herman. He was one of my favorite guys to come out of season 3. I remember Tito Ortiz just fucked with them so much because Ed just wanted to fight the whole season. All right, there's another guest. Honestly, this guest is way better than freaking Cormier's guest. And I remember every time Tito would look at him while he's like seething, waiting to announce the fights, and then just like say someone else's name, and he'd get so pissed. Who was the other one who was kind of like Ed Herman, but he was on the Matt Serra Hughes season, and he was just a vegan grump, who was Andy Wang's friend. I don't think he fought too long in the UFC. Yo, Mike, I knew Ish was going to reach 20K, but maybe 25K. Wait, we haven't reached 20K yet, but we're getting close. We're getting close. Yo, Mike, thank you so much for the $2, man. You've already given out a membership. You're far too kind, as you know. Every time I say that, and Mike's every time is like, you don't have to keep saying that. But Mike, literally, when we were around 900 and 1,000 subs, he was like, dude, you're gonna go places. You're gonna get 20,000 subs. And I was like, oh my, yeah, right, bro. We're just lucky if we get 1,500 subs. Yeah, dude, this is awesome. And I really appreciate you you still being here, man. Yo, what's up, Alf? Favorite Avril Lavigne song, Skater Boy, obviously. I was in fucking grade 5 when that shit, or grade 5 or 6 when that shit came out, man. I remember it was the, and then she started dating the singer from Sum 41, and we were all like, oh damn, Derek something or other. What's your favorite Avril Lavigne song? Oh Canada, baby, oh Canada. What's your favorite Tragically Hip song, or Matthew Good song, or Michael Bublé song? I could be here all night, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I'm good, JQ or GQ BBQ, but no judgment here. Whatever floats your boat. Great Ember, a lot of work next few days, but off for the 4th. Herman was on the decline when he did that, but yeah, that was bad. No, yeah, for sure. Okay, we're back to the Tough House. And we got Sezinando talking to his crew. Bro just got some fish and chips down by the Opera House. Guy gave me a giant piece of battered fish. It was amazing. What kind of fish? I love fish and chips. Growing up on the West Coast, down at the dock and marina restaurants, there's this floating fish and chips place that's only open like 4 or 5 months a year. Oh my God, dude, this guy looked like he was a freaking sumo wrestler. I've seen a lot of oh my God. Everyone's seen like pictures of people as kids, and they don't look anything like they do when they're older. Dude, this guy looked like he's freaking Sidario. Yes, that is it. WKG. Yes. Where? Hey, once you're back in the US of A, Or maybe in Japan. I wonder what currency it'd be if you could send it in Japan. I knew Mike would know, or sorry, Chris Cushman would know which league. That was a fat fucking baby, dude. Yeah. Yo, how they do Dariush? Oh, how they do Dustin the Diamond wrong with that less mediocre numbered card after what we just had? I guess they're back to being UFC. Yeah. It's because they do cards so often and they only have so many stars, right? That they can roll through. And guys don't like to fight every 3 months. Whereas in like Ryzen, they can get away. Like Kleber's fighting again. Kleber's fought in like what, the last 3 Ryzen cards? I don't know what kind of fish, but hey, it's probably good. I'm going to be eating walleye this weekend, which is obviously not a ocean fish, but I grew up eating all the ocean fish, so I love actually fly fishing for fucking trout. And we have our first home video, ladies and gentlemen. But I've been loving walleye. I guess I'm a true Midwestern now because I'd be craving the walleye sandwiches daily, which I think is the fish in the quick trip fish sandwich. Which, like, I ain't no fillet of fish or anything, but if there's one fish sandwich I would eat, it's quick trip. Hey, rest in peace, Mexican PI, ladies and gentlemen. Rest in peace, Mexican PI. It didn't burn to the ground, but the whole sauna room burnt last week. Hell yeah. It's fucking awesome. Walleye was the first fish I caught at Dale Hollow. So my first fish I ever caught was a rainbow trout, which I forget what the Americans call them, but Canadians call them rainbow trout. Usually lake or river. Super good. So good. It's like a mix between salmon and not quite walleye, but like that type. Yo, what's up, Striking Ace? Good to see you. Just in time. Yeah, we still got some time. I think this one's going to be a finish because we are at the halfway mark. We're not even at the weigh-ins yet. UFC so watered down now, but PFL has the same fighters over and over. At least everything else, the superior rule set in the regional scene. Yeah. Speaking of PFL, I know I'm like PFL's biggest hater, but I will say 2025, they've had some pretty good cards. I didn't watch the last one, so I can't really judge that. But they have a MENA show, a Europe show, and a semifinal show this weekend. They're starting Thursday. Of course, I won't be here. I'm going to the cabin, but I might do some predictions to post. Whenever I'm like take the weekend off streaming, I try to get you guys some videos. I have one video that I'm working on right now that I'll post before I leave or while I'm there because I have internet there. Not enough to stream, but maybe I do. Like I haven't done any like just in IRL streams. Maybe I do like a couple IRL streams. Maybe I waste some of my data for the first time. You know what? Let me know in the chat. Give me some thumbs up or yeses if like you want me to do like an IRL stream on our like as we take the boat out, you know, at sunset or things like that. You know, there's some rituals you do at the cabin or while we fucking hit up the jet skis. By Chihuahua would fuck that dog up. I have great memories fishing with my family, camping. My grandpa would fly or frat the walleye so good. Yeah, my grandpa, all my grandfathers were fishermen. Now, my grandma was married 3 times, and I had a relationship with all of them. Like, they were all my homies. I love them all. And they're all fishermen. Commercial, fly fishermen, and I think just general. Yeah. You know, like I said, I call what I see, right? And I'm not going to just sit here and except for Rose Namajunas, I don't really have many beefs. You know, I don't really have any grudges as far as like I'm going to hate a fighter for this or that, or I'm going to hate a promotion for this and this and that. It's like, obviously I clown on the unified rules, but you know, it's the majority. So I'm the minority and always clowning on it. But having said that, you know, I have to give credit where credit is due. PFL this year has been one of my favorite years. And again, I'm not saying every card has been flawless. Last card you guys said wasn't that good, and then there was one other one that I was like, oh, this one was like almost bad. But the MENA card delivered. I'm pretty sure the first European card delivered. I don't remember hating on them, so. My favorite freshwater fish to eat is crappie, and my favorite saltwater is redfish. I've had redfish before. Now, this is going to be bougie, but like obviously the best piece of fish I've ever had, and probably is the otoro, right, from the bluefin. Oh my god. It's like Japanese A5 Wagyu but the tuna version. It literally melts in your mouth. There's a pretty damn good sushi place in Minnesota. I know it's funny, but I'm from the West Coast, okay? So I have a high bar when it comes to sushi. Because it was like cheaper for us there because it was just all the fish was readily available, and just even at like your grocery store, it was fresher than the grocery store sushi you fucking get here in Minnesota. But there's a Michelin star restaurant out here called Billy. It's like where all the Vikings and NHL players go. And every morning their fish is flown in from Hawaii, so like it's fresh every day. And I remember we took a friend out. I think we owed them something, and we just treated everyone, which like we ate like kings and queens that night, and I think there was like 3 or 4 of us, and the bill was just under $300. So like it wasn't that bad, all things considered, especially because the fucking waiter sold me on the Otoro with this special caviar that was like $5 more. I should have just had the Otoro, but like, oh man, like it was like a full body fucking orgasm, and I was drooling the whole time, like eating that thing. It was unreal. Emily, I hear you. I haven't seen my father in 20 years, but fishing and camping up in the mountains was awesome time. My dad wasn't much of a fisherman. My grandfather was, and that's, those are the memories I got him. All right. We're back from commercial. Still no weigh-ins. Guys, we're going to see a knockout. I got reservations to Dorcia, so I got to go eat in a bit. Ooh, my stomach's rumbling talking about all this food. All right, we got another home video. Hey, well, I hope you have a great time. GQ BBQ. No, they're exhibition, right? How did you not know that, given the MMA savant that you are? They're exhibition fights. They, A, don't get paid for them, and B, they're 2 rounds. Now, if you pay fighters for 2 rounds, you can get away with them being the Khabib fights or the deep fights. But no, they are 100% exhibition. Yeah, the last PFL card was by far the worst they've had this year. Okay, well, I'm glad I didn't watch it then. I like Brett Primus. I think for an unk, he's actually like still pretty good. I think his last fight was probably one of his worst performances. But until his last fight, I've been a fan of Brent Primus. Noted, GQ BBQ, noted. Thought of the day. Rest in peace, Stephan Bonner. Yes. It's crazy that him and Johnson and Rumble are gone. Another exhibition, but why are they seasoned pros? Because it's a way to get on TV and a way to get signed to the UFC quick, because if you have a good performance, doesn't matter if you win or lose, Dana White could still sign you, right? Again, there was a lot more weight back in the day. Wait, who's he talking about? This Harris? Okay, so his coach was a competitor on The Ultimate Fighter. Because back in the day, it had weight to it, right? It was kind of like what Dana White Contender Series now, and even if you didn't win the show, you could still get a contract. I think he's too short, to be honest. I think everyone at 170 would be so much bigger than him. Do I think he still would have power? Sure. Like, he's the opposite of Jared Cannonier if he did that, right? We'll see. I mean, towards the end of his career, you never know. But I think Demetrius Johnson on his podcast made a very, very good point that Ilya could just beat another 4 top guys or legends and just be like, what else do I have to prove? I'm just going to coach my brother now and just count my millions and millions and millions and billions of dollars that I'm going to make off brand deals and sponsors and stuff at end of career. So, Ilya might be like Justin Gaethje. You're nothing to me. Next, look who I just took out. Let me just fight like Patty, not worthy. Maybe the UFC will make him fight him for the money fight, but you know what I mean? And I somewhat am, I raised my eyebrows to that and was like, wow, you know what? That very well could be the case. It's a half-hour mark and they still haven't done weigh-in, so it's definitely going to be a knockout or submission. We're going to have a finish. It's not going to be a brawl, But now they're showing some highlights. You know, we'll highlight the next 2 fighters here too, guys. We'll highlight the next 2 fighters here too. Let me bang, bro. Not my favorite fighter, but I love Aaron Jeffrey. I wish he would have won the last fight. Kyle Nelson is actually one of like the best humans on the planet. So yeah, I will always root for Kyle Nelson. No chill asking DJ Aiden questions. And then, well, I mean, the thing about Aaron Jeffrey is he is a, you know, he's a Canadian Dagestani fighter, but he doesn't go to the ground with it as much. He's a Raquel Pennington. And I say that with all due respect, Aaron Jeffrey, because, you know, I'm fucking love Aaron Jeffrey. Another really salt of the earth human as well. Dropping F-bombs and, you know, A-buds in every interview. It's amazing. Put it this way, Loki. I think legacy fights or retirement. There's no point in chasing the title again. Because, like, and look, if it falls into his palm, whatever. But I could see Charles Oliveira having 1 more fight or like 3 more legacy fights, you know. And I'm not saying like, you know, I'm not saying like put him up against Jim Miller. Like, I'm not that mean. But like, if they were, just a rematch, no. But you know what I mean. Like, Jim Miller's a bad example because he's so old. But like, no disrespect to Jim Miller, but you know what I mean. Now, some names. What are some names for legacy fights? Like, I don't want to see him fight Gaethje. I don't want to see those same carousel. So maybe he moves up a weight class and fights. I don't know, who's at 170? Who's almost on their way out? I don't know. It's tough, man. It's tough because, like, in those weight classes, there's not really any easy fights. Like, this ain't middleweight. Timing is everything, in my opinion, on all this matchups, and even some to potentially just favor the young, fresher fighter. People forget, man. They made a whole month for Kenny Bigums. Dun 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 dun. It's crazy to think Jared facing Sean Jordan and even Dominic Reyes, who, by the way, looked almost same size as Aspinall. Reyes is a big boy, man. Sorry, we have a Cormier training session going on right now, guys, and we're going to another commercial. I want to see Alexandre Topuria be more active, but it's hard for him since he's the one main coaches for Ilya. Well, that's what I'm saying, and he's getting back into fighting. So maybe Ilya has like 3 or 4 more fights, drops the mic, I'm out, I'm too good for everyone. What the fuck do I have to prove? Let me train my brother and return the favor now. Yeah, he's so awesome. He's good everywhere, not great everywhere. God, he reminds me. Who's that? Who's the guy on? You guys, I don't know if anybody watches Survivor here. Who's the older guy who won Survivor recently and then donated all the money to the veteran, to like Army veterans? Or no, it was Army veterans suffering from PTSD. Literally the Kyle Nelson of Survivor. Because he's a freaking brain surgeon, he didn't need the money, so he donated the $1 million. Mike Gabler, ladies and gentlemen. Mike Gabler. Hold on. Let me pull him up. Dude, he's literally the Kyle Nelson of Survivor. He looks exactly... Well, I mean, Kyle Nelson would be pissed if I said this, but he... Hold on. But he kind of looks like him. One sec. Again, happy Canada Day, Chris. Hope you drank more than I did, because I haven't drank at all. I should have cracked a beer for this. Okay, this is the dude who he gave all his money to the vets suffering from PTSD. Such a beauty. No one had him winning. He was a plus 8,000. No, a plus 10,000 to win after the merge. Even after the merge, he was a plus 10,000 to win. Yeah, that's right. I may not be a degenerate when it comes to MMA, but you better believe I fucking gamble my savings on Survivor. Yo, what's up? Haven't been paying attention to the season, and Chael's team been getting swept, or is it competitive? Dude, Chael's is basically a Rampage Jackson. It is 4-1 for Team Cormier right now. Classic Canadian. He is. He literally said, like, I stopped my MMA career to focus on my brother. I want to see Charles fight Max again. I'd be okay with that. Yep. Oh, please, Colby Covington. Please, Colby Covington. Leon, Usman, Colby, Bilal, or Buckley, all at 170. I like all those options. And I like, I know Max is still a killer, but like, I don't mind Max. I think Max and Max and Charles will be a fun fight, actually. It is on ESPN Plus BS. So did you guys hear that Jake Paul gave a huge donation to help to complete payment for Ben Askren's lung transplant surgery? I think that's amazing. Hey, that is amazing. For all the shit that he gets and for all the shit that I'd give him for just like, well, not even shit, just I'm so apathetic when it comes to Jake Paul. Like for all the time I do not give that guy in his fighting. That is super cool of him, and you got to tip your cap to him. Yeah, 100%, 100%. Ilya versus Islam feels inevitable. I hope not at 170 though. What a legend. Also, Jake's now ranked 14 cruiserweight. Yeah, that. The rankings then for cruiserweight must be worse than the UFC heavyweight rankings. Looks like beauty also. Yeah, Gabler. Jasmine Jazovic is my favorite Canadian fighter in the UFC right now. She's awesome, man. She's got a personality. She's a killer. She's got a cool story that she started late. She sounds French, literally, but is from Ontario and doesn't speak French. It's hilarious. She's got one of the most hoser accents from growing up in Ontario. Oh, dude, since college. I've been in a league with the same people since college. My friend's mom wins on futures bets. She's won out of the over 10 years I've been in that league. She's won 6 times just watching the fucking first episode and opening credits, and she knows who wins. It's nuts, dude. But she's an OG. She's watched every season. Soy Team Cormier, pero Pedrillo Mexicano. Yo, what's up, Luis? They haven't fought yet. I really like Jasmine. Yeah, she's awesome, man. And she's Chris Gray's friggin' wife, so he's a lucky man. He's a lucky man. She is to Chris Gray what Seika Izawa is to Ido Skatesman, ladies and gentlemen. All right, should we highlight these next 2 fighters who are just on the scale right now, ladies and gentlemen? We're going to see a finish. Guys, we are usually at the fight right now. We are 10 minutes past the halfway mark. We have 18 minutes left in the show, and we're going to go to a commercial before the fight. Monkey, so did Rob Ford. Talk about a Canadian heritage moment. Did you guys see the Rob Ford documentary on Netflix? If you haven't, you should. He was Toronto's greatest mayor for 1 year. He literally had a quote upon allegations of him smoking crack with a hooker and performing oral sex on her. He literally told the media, for all you who think that I ate this woman's pussy, I am happily married and I have plenty to eat at home. He said that to the media. Dude, Rob Ford was Donald Trump before Donald Trump. Rob Ford was the OG based, but because, no one cares about Canada, it made more news overseas than the States. I did. Okay, we're going right to the fight. Okay, we got to have a commercial. I did see that. Yo, after this fight, remind me. We'll go down some fucking Rob Ford lore, ladies and gentlemen. And I remember I was in like third year university. I took a couple years off before going to school after high school. I say off. I moved to Alberta and learned to trade, but I remember when all that shit was going down, I'd watch it every single day on the news as I was working out. And I had one friend who was like really into politics. Even then, we were more into booze, girls, and hockey, but he was very much into politics, and he just had no idea what to think. I think he woke up. He finally woke up. I like the sweatshirt, black with yellow writing. You know what? I like it more than the friggin' season 10 football jersey ones. All right, guys, we have one more commercial coming up here, which is crazy given that there's 15 minutes left in the show. We know it's going to be a quick one. This is going to end in the first round. Who's it going to be? Alex Sanchez, 15-3 as a pro. He's a Team Cormier guy. If Team Cormier wins this one, he'll go up 5-1. It will literally be Rampage Jackson 2.0. Oh, bad. Luke, poor Rob Font, man. Poor Rob Font. Guy can't wrestle. Guy can't defend a takedown against higher level guys in his division. And what is Raul Rosa Jr. going to do? He's going to friggin' take him down, get his back, submit him, man. He's going to make it look as easy as Corey Sandhagen did. I always like rooting for Rob Font because, you know, he's a boxer. He's a striker first. He can, if his opponent is willing, he can get into brawls. And he just seems like a good guy too. But yeah, that's a fucking horrendous matchup. Isha had that video. I had videos playing on my TV and a live stream of yours was on. I was just like, it was just like we were hanging out. Oh, Amberly, that is so cool. Well, you better believe if I'm ever in Ohio, I'll definitely hit you up. And first round of beers are on me. He won the biggest robbery versus Matsu last fight. Rosa versus Ige would be good. I like that too. Because Ige, whether he likes it or not, is kind of the gatekeeper. But in like, and people, when people say gatekeeper, I feel like it's in like a negative connotation. I feel like, yes, it's kind of a slap in the face because it's like you're not championship worthy, but like it's still kind of an honor to be like the guy to beat, right? Jasmine, also my favorite Canadian in the UFC, not just because I met her, but she's a bloody savage. I just said she is to you what Seika Izawa is to Ido Skatesman. She is basically Chris Gray's wife. 6 KO TKOs, 2 submissions, 5 decisions, and her accent for not being French is insane. All right, we have a commercial. Guys, we have a commercial with fucking 14 minutes left in the show. That is absolutely insane. But anyways, we got time to highlight these fights. So we got a knockout artist in Alex Sanchez, ladies and gentlemen. 1-0 in LFA, 4-1 in UWC, which, by the way, what the fuck, UWC? They canceled their show over the weekend. We were going to stream Sunday night. So he is the champion in Uriah Faber's A1 Combat. He beat Eddie Hoch before then, beat some okay guys in UWC and Combate Global. So he does have 2 regional titles in Combate Global and Uriah Faber's A1 Combat, respectively. Again, for not having a lot of shows, they actually have a lot of talent. And it's not as FNC level, or not, FNC level where they're just, FAC, FNC's dope. FAC level in the Kraus days where just all the glory guys went there. It's not like that. It's not like that. Fought in Luke's. Man, he's fought in some of my favorite regional shows. I love it. LFA, Luke's. Let's go. Let's go. All right. He's a knockout artist. He's on a hell of a win streak. 2, 4, 6, 7 fight win streak. All right. Let's get to his opponent who is on Team Sonnen, and they really need a win, ladies and gentlemen. 4-1 right now for Team Cormier. Let me know, by the way, in the poll question. Damn, I almost forgot, man. It's not only JJ, but also Jillian Robertson. Is hot and good fighter from Canada. Yeah, we accept her as much as we accept Arjun Bular. I joke. Jillian Robertson, I have no issue with. I just think she's extremely, she has one tool in the toolkit. I think when she goes up against like the Natalia Silvas, the Karine Silvas, who can actually box and kickbox, she will get destroyed. Especially, and we've seen, especially if they have some counter wrestling. Now, her jiu-jitsu is insane and her boxing is getting better, and she's a little bit younger than Jasmine, so I'm hoping that she continues to develop. But for some reason, not even for some reason, just because Jasmine's more well-rounded and just some of the wars that she gets into. And the fact that she still trains out of Canada, not the Goat Shed, which, hey, no disrespect to the Goat Shed in Florida. Dean Thomas trains a lot of guys there. That's, what's his name? Captain Awesome or whatever, from the president of Karate Combat. He's a coach there. But yes, Jillian Robinson's another one as well. Yo, gray shirt. Next week's LFA Brazil card is pretty stacked with tons of prospects. LFA always cooks with Brazil cards. Gray shirt, thank you so much for being a member, by the way, and for all the support, my friend. Yes, and you took the words right out of my mouth. Every single LFA Brazil card is an absolute banger. Absolute banger. 11-1 for Matt Dixon, by the way. Both of these guys are knockout artists. Okay, no one's getting submitted. Someone's getting knocked out. 7 KO TKOs, 1 submission, 3 decisions, 0-1 in Dana White's Contender Series, but he's 1-0 in LFA. And he took a fucking kickboxing fight. Idaho Skates, man, stand up. Stand up. Do an ollie. Do a kickflip there, bud. Round 1 knockdown in his last fight as a kickboxer. Beat up his brother. No, okay, Dixon. I was going to say, is it Nixon? Beat up a 6-4 guy. Beat up a 5-7 guy. Lost to Orion Kose, but he's very good. He's very good. Was the Extreme Fight Night champ, and he looks like he defended his belt a bunch of times. He fought some decent opponents. I watched some tape on both these guys, and I will say I liked what I saw from Matt Dixon a little bit more, like a little bit more polished. But Alex Sanchez, Mexican, probably has an iron chin. Well, we'll see. And is a little bit more of just like a savage. By the way, Kelly Rudy in there, fucking, even though he's twice as old, is way less senile than Cristiano, who deserves to be in a nursing home. Oh, big right hand by Dixon. Already testing that Mexican chin. And God damn, those some nice 1-2s. Oh, big right hand by Dixon. 1-2 by Sanchez. Low kick by Sanchez, and eats a left hook by Dixon. Right hand by, oh, dude, someone, like we said, someone's getting knocked out. Love the old school all black gloves, like the old school, just Ultimate Fighter and UFC days. We'll get back to you guys' comments here in a sec. Nice low kick by Alex Sanchez. Body kick by Dixon. Another body kick by Dixon. This is what I'm saying. Dixon looks so much more polished, eh? Nice 1-2. But Sanchez ripping with the left hook, just misses. She's one-dimensional, but she's getting a lot better, which is good. And, you know, Jasmine was pretty one-dimensional at one point, too, with just her wrestling. The elbows and top control are savage. I do love how she either gets the back or tries to TKO you, which is nice. Oh, nice right hand by Sanchez. They're in the clinch. 3 minutes and 57 seconds. Hey, Reddy, my man. Great to see you, and thank you for all the support as well, sir. Hope you're having a great evening. Everyone, go check out Reddy's channel. He's starting to stream as well. 344, right underhook by Matt Dixon. Oh, big left by Alex Sanchez. It's always the worst. It's always the worst, but hey, congratulations to them. Okay, well then she can just be like the cool chick that we meet and drink with. I gotta tell, if I ever meet Jasmine, I'm gonna tell her that it'd be an honor to shotgun a beer out of a hockey skate with her. I'll drink out of the hockey skate. She can just shotgun it. Oh, swinging a miss by Alex Sanchez. Big left hook by Alex Sanchez. Oh, man. Right hand by Sanchez. Sanchez's chin is good, man, but if Dixon lands clean, he'll likely go down. Oh, nice step back left. You know, it broke Idaho Skatesman's heart when he found out sick, because I was married too. 2 minutes and 47 seconds. This ain't going to decision. We don't have time for it to go to the decision. It might be a second round knockout, though. We might go to a commercial. No, I think it ends soon. I think it ends in the first round. There's no way we have time for another commercial. This is what TUF has become. Oh, big right hand by Sanchez. I think Sanchez is going to crack him. I think Sanchez is going to find it. The sloppy-ass hooks, but they're working. Dude, I know. He's huge. He probably walks around at like over 200 pounds. Nice left and right by Dixon. Dixon smiling, but I don't know if you want to keep smiling here. If Sanchez lands one of those hooks, he's going to put you out. Nice low kick by Sanchez. Right jab by Dixon. 2 minutes on the clock. Oh! Sanchez with a nice step back right. Nice left. Another left by Sanchez. Dixon continuing to walk him down, though, but Sanchez is starting to get his right and left head movement going. Oh, but there's a left in the pocket. There's a nice right uppercut and a left hook by Dixon. Dixon definitely landing the volume. Oh, Dixon with the left. Sanchez didn't like that. Left by Sanchez. Oh, big 1-2 by Dixon again. Oh! Dixon with the left and knocks Sanchez out. Dixon with a few shots, and it is all over. He cracked the Mexican chin, and Chael Sonnen is on the board. Chael Sonnen is on the board. Well, back on the board, I should say. Damn, he folded him, came back to life, and took some super necessary shots. And it is all over, ladies and gentlemen. Another sick fucking fight on Dana White's Contender Series, ladies and gentlemen. Or not Dana White's Contender Series, Jesus Christ. On The Ultimate Fighter. I swear, man, the show, other than that one episode, thousands of dollars for pounds, the show is absolute trash in how it's produced. But the fights this year have been chef's kiss, dude. They've been so good. They've been so good. All right, let's get back to chat. Yeah, I feel you. And she's proved a lot in the years, and you can tell her body she's become stronger. Yeah, I mean, she's fucking jacked for how small she is, too. Jillian would be the perfect as role for a hot chick on Trailer Park Boys movie. She can be the new, oh God, what's Ricky's friggin', what's her name? Because she quit the show. Because apparently Mike Smith was kind of a creep to her. You thought Sanchez because Mexican chin, they're not granite, plus Dixon looks sick. Dude, every Mexican I've seen fight in mixed martial arts has a granite chin. This must mean Dixon hits hard. Trust me, I watch enough UWC and Luke's to know that these guys just, for the most part, like Scousers get knocked out more than these Mexican fighters. Nice left from Dixon. The fact that Cormier and Chael aren't fighting is a little letdown. Coaches should fight. Yeah, but the coaches haven't fought in so long, man. I think the last time the coaches fought was what? Nunes and who the fuck was it? Pena? But yeah. It would be nice if the coaches actually fought. That's what I'm saying. We should put Luis Hernandez versus Sean Strickland. Chael saying we back in the mix, baby. That is right. That is right. We finally get to put an X on one of Daniel Cormier's guys. Miranda Maverick's pretty jacked too. That she is. That she is. Where can we watch it? You can watch it on ESPN Plus. It's just wrapping up though, buddy. We should watch Chael and Daniel fight. I know. I wonder what the coaches challenge is going to be this. Imagine the coaches challenge is just like a wrestling match between them. Oh, Cormier is ripping on his boy right now, saying, you didn't go first. That's why you got knocked out. Damn, that's unfortunate. Bubbles was a creep. He's one of the most I like on the show. Yeah. She didn't, I don't think she, I remember reading about the story a while ago. I don't think she like made any like false allegations or like, you know, like tried to like Me Too him or anything. But she like said like, no, he was just a creep for these reasons. And I just don't want to work with him anymore. And I, you know, fair enough. Fair enough. He hates losing. No, that's to say, I hope the coaches challenge is them wrestling. Oh yeah, shout out to GQ BBQ's new channel, Mr. Paint, Mr.Paint123. Guys, go check it out. As I'm doing right now. Okay, we have the next fight announcement. Yo, what's up, Gary? Good morning. I think he's probably suspended right now, too. I think Nevada's going to suspend him for those antics. Thank you for saying it. I knew that the fact that the production's not showing us him eating is a letdown because we know he's been freaking slamming back that Popeyes. South Africa versus Venezuela next, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so the next flyweight we have... We have Roybert Echerverria up against Tumelo Manyamala, 6-1. Manyamala up against a 10-2 Echeverria. Dude, this is gonna be a fucking sick fight, man. That's gonna be a sick fight. Hey, happy to make your day, my man. Like you said, you hooked us up with a crazy ass story here today as well, so you made my day too, sir. Yes, yeah. I don't know what other soundbite to use then.
Exactly that.
Than that. Hey, Amberly, the best. But yeah, okay, so the coaches challenge, they should make them wrestle. Dude, why do they ruin it for us? They keep ruining the guests for us. I mean, I love Robert Whittaker, but like, man, like at least keep a surprise, brother. All right. Is anybody actually interested to know who Doug Ford is? There's not Doug Ford, Rob Ford. Doug Ford's his brother. So Rob Ford was the former mayor of Toronto. Was it the 4th biggest city in North America? Not Canada, North America. What's up, GQ? And his first year crushed it. Second year, let's just say some photos from him buying and smoking crack with local gangbangers and gun dealers in Toronto started to surface. And then all hell broke loose. Poutine is usually a beef gravy, cheese curds, and French fries. Now, some people like to put some green onions, some extra cheese, maybe some bacon bits. I just like OG in a fucking big ass cup. Poutine, baby. Yes, he was. A happy Canada Day. Let's go. Yeah, dude. That's what I'm saying. Everyone's like, oh, Donald Trump's the most base. Dude, you have no idea. All those people who think Donald Trump's the most base person of office in the government, they do not know Rob Ford. Rob Ford was the OG Donald Trump, baby. Rob Ford was the OG Donald Trump. He wasn't. I'm going to demonetize for saying something, but he wasn't grabbing pussy. He was eating it. And it was crackhead pussy. Amberly for 10 months. Let's go. Amberly feels like yesterday. What the hell is going to send a message? All right. Canadian heritage moment. This is a history class for all you guys. This is a history. All right. And again, this happened in what? Between 2009 and 2013, I want to say. Because he was like the man of the people, right? All, everybody. And he was pretty right-leaning as well, right? As far right-leaning as you can get in Canada. And so it was like the similar, let's just say it was the similar type of hardcore votership. And look, I'm not trying to get political or anything here. I'm giving a political lesson here in Canada, okay? You're a corn bastard. Dude, I wish I lived in Saskatchewan. I wish. Shout out to all my boys from Sasky. People forget, man. Rob Ford put Canada on the map. Well, I mean, let's give Terry Fox some credit here, all right? Let's give Terry Fox some credit, but he definitely put Canada on the map politically. I'll say that much. All right, let's just watch some highlight reels from freaking the legend. Canada Day, we got to watch some fucking Rob Ford, right? On Canada Day, we got to watch some Rob Ford. I still always say Terry Fox is the greatest Canadian athlete. Okay, yeah. By the way, there's a Rob Ford documentary on Netflix that just dropped. I watched it last night. It's only like 40 minutes. Unreal.
They're calling a friend of mine a prostitute. Alana is not a prostitute. She's a friend, and it makes me sick how people are saying this. So unfortunately, I have no other choice. I'm the last one to take legal action. I can't put up with it anymore. So I've named the names. Litigation will be starting shortly. I've had enough. That's why I warned you guys yesterday. Be careful what you wrote.
Yep.
Okay, so
cool.
That's all I have to say
Perfect
for now.
quote.
And the next thing I want to call Mayor Britannia in Hamilton and tell them that we're going to have to spank their little tiger cats. Oh, no.
I will say, I give Rob Ford all the respect in the world for him supporting the CFL the way he did. Long live the Canadian Football League. Shout out to the BC Lions, though. Solomon Aluminium. I got him on my desk. Anyways.
Last thing was Olivia Gondak. It says that I wanted to eat her pussy. Olivia Gondak. I've never said that in my life to her. I would never do that. I'm happily married. I've got more than enough to eat at home.
I've got more than enough to eat at home, baby. Oh, dude. What a legend.
Never do that. I'm happily married. I've got more than enough to eat at home.
What about drinking and driving, Mayor? What about drinking and driving?
What about drinking and driving, Mayor? Yeah, he used to do a lot of that too. Okay, hold on. We're going to find some more. We're just going to find like best of Rob Ford. And again, rest in peace, Rob Ford. Like you're a Canadian legend. Let's just do Rob Ford highlights. But no joke, guys. In Canada, you can't buy. I think you can only buy photos. You can't buy, well, at the time, like just straight up uncorroborated videos and repost them. You could buy them from people and write about them, but you couldn't repost them, I think. The documentary explains it all. So no joke. There were like gun dealing gang members in Toronto met up with one of the Toronto Star writers and showed her the video, and they couldn't even publish a story for 2 years after. Dude, Chris, I was in second year university, man. I was like 22, 23 years old, working out every day at the 6 o'clock news, watching CBC and CTV, which I like CTV more. I think it's more neutral. And it was amazing. Oh yeah, yo, what's up, Volcan? What's up, Volcan? If Ford would have laid off the Tim Hortons and crack, he would probably live longer, 100%. Yeah, he died of like a crazy rare form of cancer too. Yes, I've smoked crack cocaine. Probably one of my drunken stupors. What else we got? I had no idea it was Canada Day. Is this unified? Yeah, 1st of July is Canada Day, except we don't call it 1st of July. We just call it Canada Day. Let's see. Rob Ford highlights. Rob Ford best moments. All right, we're doing it.
Wow. Full house.
His brother, by the way, is his brother mayor now, or is he like Toronto MP?
Well, good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to take this opportunity.
Hey, Volcan, we've been doing great, dude. How's your week going, buddy?
To address a number of issues that have circulated in the media over the last few days. There has been a serious accusation from the Toronto Star that I use crack cocaine. I do not use crack cocaine, nor am I an addict of crack cocaine.
Is he mayor? Okay. I knew he I thought he was I knew he's in government.
Do you smoke crack?
And I knew he ran after Rob passed away.
Crack cocaine.
Exactly. Yes, I have
Atta
smoked crack cocaine. Probably in one of my drunken stupors.
Oh, there it is.
Have smoked crack cocaine. Probably in one of my drunken stupors.
Okay, so this was the crack video, or one of. There's a few.
Drunken stupors.
I'll rip his fucking throat out. I'll pull his eyes out. I will fuck when he's dead. I'll make sure that motherfucker's dead. I need fucking 10 minutes to make sure he's dead.
You know what's crazy? Is he ran again after all this stuff came out, and he did pretty well. Because he went to rehab, and there was a whole rebound story. And then he passed away of cancer, and on, I think it was 30 days left in the campaign, his brother ran, and it was a close race.
We over 5 minutes, brother. So I've done it 10 minutes off after you went. It'll be a bad. I am a sick motherfucker, dude. But no one's gonna fuck around me. My brothers are. Don't tell me we're liars.
Volcan, we're watching. This is Canada Day today. We're watching lowlights of the former mayor of Toronto. May he rest in peace. Hey, you're the man, Volcan. I appreciate that. How's training going this week?
Mr. Mayor, do you still have zero tolerance for drugs, guns, and gangs?
Bro, if I was mayor of Toronto, the first thing I would do would be to relocate the Toronto Maple Leafs. I'm kidding.
Absolutely.
Mr. Mayor.
Bro, if there's any Canadian I'd want to party with, it'd be Rob Ford. Someone asked me what my dream golf foursome is, and I said, fuck, what was it? I said, Rob Ford, Andre the Giant, and fuck. Who was the third? It wasn't John Daly, but it was some other fucking athlete who's parties like crazy.
Have you purchased illegal drugs in the last 2 years?
Yes, I have.
Thank you.
Mr. Mayor,
Again, Toronto's the 4th largest city in all of North America, not just Canada, right? It's insane.
it's been reported that
Always,
you
Andrew.
attended a residence in the city of Toronto. And at that residence, it has been deemed or suggested it is a
Andrew, do you remember Rob Ford? Andrew's a little bit older than us. So Andrew lived through all this. I mean, we all lived through this too, but Andrew was an actual adult, not just, some punk in high school like Chris or early university like me.
a crack house, a house of
Wait, hold on. Sorry, I paused before, but you got to listen to this whole thing.
Or suggested it is a crack house, a house of where drugs and other activities take place. Did you at any point in time report that particular address to municipal licensing and standard? Or
No, sir. That is not a crack house.
Canada Day, it's exactly the same. It's exactly the same, except we smoke way more weed than you guys.
What should, sorry?
That is not a crack house.
And what is it?
Have you visited the house?
Is
Have
it
you
a-
walked in the house?
No, actually, I have no interest being in that house. I'm not a crack user.
If you're not doing needles and you're not gay, you won't get AIDS probably.
I forgot about that. I forgot about that. If you don't use needles and you aren't gay, you probably ain't gonna get AIDS.
Bottom line, those Oriental people work like dogs.
Yo, what's up, Lane? Lane, if you don't know what we're doing right now, it's Canada Day. So we're celebrating Canada Day by watching one of the most infamous people in political history. I would say, well, in modern political history, he was Donald Trump before Donald Trump. People said Donald Trump is based. Dude, if you think Donald Trump is based, you have no idea who Rob Ford is, ladies and gentlemen. You have no idea who Rob Ford is. Is that a challenge? I'll roll one up with you. Hey, let's go, Sven. Let's go. Good to see you. Good to see you.
Dogs. They work their hearts out. They are workers nonstop. They sleep beside them.
Yes, that's what inspired this. Obviously, Canada Day, but I watched that as well. Good to see you, Sven.
For them when I hear someone gets killed, but it's their own fault at the end of the day.
Oh, and the last thing was Olivia Gondak. It says that I wanted to eat her pussy. And Olivia Gondak, I've never said that in my life to her. I would never do that. I'm happily married. I've got more than enough to eat at home.
I've got more than enough to eat at home is one of the greatest lines in political history, ladies and gentlemen. It really is. It really is. Fuck, there's another good hold on. Canadian politics highlights. I saw a funny reel of just Canadian political funny fucking highlights here. Hold on, I might have saved it on my own Instagram. In the meantime, more Rob Ford, more Rob Ford. Yeah, roll one up, ladies and gentlemen. It's Canada Day. I don't care if you're in the United States. I don't care if you're in freaking Romania. I don't care if you're in Amsterdam. I don't care if you're in the Netherlands. Vulcan and Co. Let's roll one up for Canada Day, baby. Yes, you should grab a beer. You know what? I'm going to grab a beer too. Just give me a sec. I'll stay on for another, let's say 20 minutes, guys. I'm 6'2", and I'm more so big rather than fat, but I definitely can lose some pounds on fat, but I don't know. I think I got the power to do it at heavyweight too. Let's see, bro. I want to test myself with a good fighter. When did you say you're going to try to get into the amateur, what's the word I'm looking for? Circuit. You said like fall? Yeah, I was a middle schooler when the legend was his prime. Your Rob Ford beats our Washington mayor, Marion Barry, all day, every day. I mean, I will say the mayor of New York, Borat fucking exposed him, which was pretty awesome, but yeah. I've seen clips of this guy for years. Some reason I thought he was the mayor of New York. No, mayor of Toronto. Canada's New York. Which again, it's crazy to think that Toronto's the 4th largest city in all of North America. But it's fucking, it reminds me of an American city when I'm there. And not the Twin Cities, because Minneapolis and St. Paul remind me of Canadian cities. Dude, honestly, me too. No, you should do it for the backdrop of your fucking cooking show. I've got plenty to eat at home because the Canadians would, dude, oh my God. You got to add that to the intro of your fucking videos too. Chris Gray. Oh my God. I've got plenty to eat. Holy fuck. What the fuck is going on here? One of my fans ain't going on my computer right now. It's fucking loud. Sorry, guys. Yeah, dude, hey, happy Canada Day. Pick 'em fucking, I don't know if you're from Toronto or not, but fuck, man. Legend. He was Donald Trump before Donald. People thought, Donald Trump's the most, craziest president, president. I know he wasn't president, but person in office, dude. You don't know based if you don't know fucking Rob Ford, who almost won re-election while cracked out eating crackhead pussy. All right. Chris, no, like painted on the wall of the backdrop, I don't care. Okay, let's get to some more Rob Ford highlights before I find some just like the best of Canadian politics. Oh my god. Okay, watch will Watch Mojo fucking strike me? You think Watch Mojo will strike me if I react to their shit? Because they're a pretty big YouTube channel. Watch Mojo, don't be a dick, okay? Fuck, this is such a good compilation too. What do you guys think, chat? Should I just play it and say fuck it? I'm Rob Ford. I wish. No, I know. His first year in office was unreal. And the reason why the tower crumbled because he was firing everybody, attacking the Toronto Star. Well, I mean, Toronto Star and him are going back and forth, but he let the media bug him too much. And obviously he was just smoking crack, bro. Like, it's tough to run one of the biggest cities in North America high on crack. Let's go. Niggas in the house. The Matrix got him. Yeah, I wouldn't risk it. All right. Fuck. Well, watch here. I'll send in.
I've never said that in my life tour. I would never do that.
Fucking Watch Mojo, dude. They used to be comedy skits, eh? Kind of like College Humor before they blew up. Where's just the crack clips? Maybe they were taken off YouTube. Hold on. Do we have to really go to E-Bombs World for this? Shout out to E-Bombs World, which is somehow still online. I think that Russian kid freaking out, smashing his keyboard was like one of the OG E-Bombs World videos. Rob Ford smoking crack. If this doesn't get us demonetized, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what will. I don't know. Actually, I shouldn't say that. Kenny Biggums could probably take the reins on that. Okay, so this was the first video I think that came out. That again, gangbangers who were involved actually in a murder a few months later, after this was shared with a reporter, were the guys who he was buying and smoking crack with. They were gun dealers, and literally, yeah, gang members reached out to the Toronto Star, said they wanted to sell the video for $100,000. The Toronto Star refused, but they saw the video, and once the video did surface, they jumped on the story because they had so many things like ready.
That's why he wants to be involved in everything. He wants to fight everybody's battles. And it's going to kill you. Excuse me, kill you. Don't do it. Your kids are important to you. That's what drives you, baby. That's what I love. That's why we love you.
That's what drives you, baby. You know what? That's why we loved him too. He loved his kids. Okay. His wife, by the way, was a fox. I just want to say it.
I don't know. Your children.
Ellen Abasso was not his wife. I got plenty to eat at home.
Kids. Your footballers. Your kids that play football. That's what drives you. Family.
Well, I mean, Sven, maybe only for 1 year, right? It was after 1 year that it started to take its toll. But hey, one year. But you know what's crazy? He appealed. I don't want to give away the whole documentary, but what actually almost got him out of office was like some semi-embezzling with a friggin' high school football team or like some youth football fucking team that he was like writing off tax-wise or something like that. But he appealed it and was allowed to continue to serve. Through the crack incident, he was actually able to finish his last 2 years.
Driving the minority. I'm right wing. You're right wing?
No, they say I'm just right wing.
Oh, yeah.
Radical guy.
Sure. Oh, yeah. No. We're both there.
I'm right there. Leave back. Leave that back in. That's right.
Trudeau right there. I like to get that Justin Trudeau and shove my foot as far.
Bro, I have to say, this might be based actually. See, that's what I'm saying. People keep saying Donald Trump is based. You just don't know. Like, look at this man. They were making fun of Justin Trudeau before it was cool to make fun of Justin Trudeau. Before Justin Trudeau sunk the middle class in Canada, Rob Ford was making fun of him. Unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. Unbelievable.
Up his ass, because I'm sure it goes real far. I'm sure my
Absolutely GQ, BBQ. North Ford crossing tonight.
I hate Trudeau, man.
She's just sick. It's like backing on, bro.
Hello?
No.
Oh, I hope that camera's not on, bro. I hope that camera's not on. Hell no, it's not on. Straight year of crack probably would make you lose your marbles. I just went and rewatched Ilya vs. Jai Herbert. Wow, it's crazy how Jai gave him so many problems that Ilya realized his hands just leveled up 100%. And that's why I wasn't as bullish as everybody else on just saying, oh, he's going to knock him out straight up, even though it happened. It was just because I was like, at 155 before he was tested. But I mean, he grew so much and developed so much since then. Nothing much. Just chilling and watch some Canada celebration in Ontario earlier today. Nice, Andrew. Yeah, I mean, you guys are going to get fireworks there, Andrew. We won't get no fireworks up here for a few more days. Actually, that's not true. The neighbor kids have been fucking lighting off fireworks every fucking day, guys. All right. What else do I got? There's got to be at least one more good Rob Ford compilation. And there's one more thing I want to show you guys. By the way, membership stream tomorrow night, guys. Like, if Rob Ford didn't become mayor, he'd be like the lolcow of Canada. But unfortunately, Spencer Rice takes that throne. Rob Ford was on Jimmy. Oh, this one's sad. Again, rest in peace, Rob Ford. I mean, Canadian heritage moments. Again, big football guy. Hey. Oh, Timber. Poor guy. Oh, you know what? That wasn't even his worst fall. I've seen worse. Oh, my God. Okay, one sec. I mean, what other way to spend Canada Day? Let's crack one open. Andrew, that
shit beautiful than a motherfucking
comment of the night. Okay, we'll crack one, ladies and gentlemen. Let me go grab a beer. Here, one sec. I'll be right back, and then I have one more thing to show you guys too. I'm just seeing if I can find the video. If not, then we'll just crack a beer and we'll call it. It wasn't too long ago that I saved it. I literally have Rob Ford shit saved. Okay, I found it. Okay, we'll be right back.
Shout out my boy City Life, hey, I get done, back up in the hoe, swear, life day to day, such a project, living in the damn project, they wanna talk, but they obsolete to me, talk the talk, but they don't walk the walk to me, I'm cooking, I be whipping over the walk, see, walk, if you talk it, then walk it, how you talk it, then talk it, city life, hey, I might sip some syrup like a nigga, hey, city life, say, baby, how you make your money? I said, baby, I best fight. Baby, I best in the city life. Hey, city life. City life. I said, this bitch wanna have a city life. Roll through
All right. What do we got? What do we got? We got the Mini Matsui again, ladies and gentlemen. This is literally the only beer I have in my fridge right now. This is actually the last one. It is a Japanese rice lager. Yeah, I can't get any Canadian beer anymore, Andrew. No more Kokanee. No more Molson. No more Lucky. Fucking tariffs. Fucking tariffs. But you know what? Everyone here in the States, they're jonesing for Crown Royal, which I think is absolute piss, personally. But my favorite Canadian whiskeys you can't get here anymore either, but it is what it is. Okay, I found some funny ass I just kept the Rob Ford shit on screen. Like, oh my god. Okay, hold on. We'll find a better one. We'll find a better one. Not a better one. We'll actually share these clips. So here's some more Canadian heritage moments, ladies and gentlemen. What did I say? We'll go 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes. Here's some Canadian heritage moments. And you guys get a glimpse into some of the shit that I save on Instagram here. Okay, let's cut this music. I don't like Doug Ford either. Me neither. Yo, go check out GQBBQ's channel at Mr.Paint123. Andrew, happy fucking Canada Day, brother. We got some Canadians in the chat here. Let's go. Yo, the Ultimate Fighter has been over for a long time, by the way. And Alex Sanchez lost. Alex Sanchez lost. I had a salesman knock on my door, let him say a speech, but he wouldn't leave. It sucked. Those guys, I just slammed the door at that point. Say, frig off, Leahy. Rob changed the game. What a marauder. Add a girl. Yeah, the boy from Mexico lost. How many did he get through? Dude, Andrew drinks more, like, parties harder than I do. Yo, I miss Lucky so much. That was my shit, man. That was my Hams. Hams is like the Lucky Lager of Minnesota. I liked when he said there's no video of me smoking crack to his publicist, and then there was multiple videos of him smoking crack. God, he's just, what a fuck. I'm so glad you watched the documentary, Lane, because I knew most of the shit, but it was a really good refresher. And I feel like the journalists and people who they brought on to talk about it were really good. Yeah, but you have no proof. And then he had proof. And then he had proof. Okay. Hold on. I don't know why. You can't make Instagram videos full screen, can you? I guess not. Okay, so here's some Canadian heritage political moments. And you guys get to see what is saved in my Instagram, which I don't know what's scarier. Wait, where the fuck did it go? Oh, here it is.
Yes, I have smoked crack cocaine.
For a dude or their blown ass to stand up and come across here and say that to me, you son of a bitch!
It's coming from the health sector. Holy Christ. I just swallowed a bee.
That's his brother, Doug Ford.
Big, luscious, sumptuous apples.
What a dickhead, you know? Sorry, a dickhead.
And again, for everyone who makes fun of Canadian politics, bro, just send them these reels and be like, yo, they don't fuck around, man. We got Rob Ford smoking crack.
I will fuck when he's dead. I'll make sure that motherfucker's dead.
And the Prime Minister, who appeared to be hiding a bagel in his desk.
Order. Indeed, Mr. Speaker, I apologize. It was a chocolate bar. I apologize.
It is not appropriate to manhandle other members.
I want to eat her pussy. I've never said that in my life before. I would never do that. I'm happily married. I've got more than enough to eat at home.
It had nothing to do with the budget, but it had nothing to do with sex. I wasn't thinking about sex.
Oh my God, Steve Harper. I forgot about this.
Yes, I have.
Oh my God. I knew there was a reason why I saved that video. Step over here, you son of a bitch. He's my favorite. He's my favorite. Okay, what else do I have saved here? There was something else Canadiana I wanted. There's a few Canadiana things that we'll close out the show with here, guys. Here's a good one. Here's a lacrosse fight from the NLL. Actually, I don't even think there was Canadian teams involved in this, but hey, it's lacrosse fighting, so.
Thomas Whitty, heads up off the bench, big hit. And now Belter goes right at Elijah Gash.
This is Canada's national sport. People think hockey's is Canada's national sport. Box lacrosse is Canada's national sport.
He got a tilt. Gash and Belter throwing haymakers. Gash gets his helmet off.
And I actually like box lacrosse more than hockey, personally. The NLL is an amazing league.
Belter goes with him. They're dropping the gear. Here we go. Gash for the heavy right and an extra right.
Fuck yeah. Oh, Canada, baby. All right, what else we got? What else? What other Canadian shit do I have? Oh, yes. Here we go. Here's another one. Here's another one.
Haley, have you ever seen any penalties in my life?
Whoops. Hold on. This is when Canada beat the United States in Salt Lake City for the Olympics. And, yeah.
Haley, have you ever seen any penalties?
And Haley Wickenheiser, one of the greatest Canadian women's hockey players. I would say one of the best women's hockey players of all time. Just fucking, she gave it to the Americans.
In my life, I've never seen anything like it.
It was absolutely atrocious, but you know what? The Americans had our flag on their floor in the dressing room, and now I want to know if they want us to sign it.
Haley, have you ever seen any penalties? In my life, I've never seen anything like it.
It was absolutely atrocious, but you know what? The Americans had our flag on their floor in the dressing room, and now I want to know if they want us to sign it.
Dude. ESPN wouldn't have the balls to play that. Oh, dude, yeah. Not, again, box lacrosse. Field lacrosse is, you know, rich kid, East Coast United States trash. Box lacrosse is insane. The minor leagues that feed the NLL, the National Lacrosse League, most of them come from Canada. And there's one in the Western. There's the WLA, which is the one I actually grew up watching and I had season tickets to the local teams growing up, especially as a student. It was like 15 home games for like $40 or $50 as a student for season tickets because they just knew we were going to drink our faces off there, and that's where they made their money. And it was true. It was true that we did. But always, and then there's a team, there's an indigenous team from like the Northwest Territories and Yukon, and they come down and play the best in Ontario, the best in Eastern Canada, and the best in Western Canada. And I think actually the Midwest as well. And they beat the fuck out of them white boys every single year, dude. It's amazing. It's amazing. Uh-oh. I see what's happening. All right, what else do we got here? I think I got like one more Canadiana thing to share. There's just more Rob Ford shit, which is hilarious. Oh yeah, this was this year.
We're not the 51st state. Fuck your tariffs and stop complaining about the booze if you want to poke the bear.
Then, now, and forever. Hey, never, ever forget who runs this.
Dude, how sick was that fucking tournament, though? Like, as a hockey fan, I was just like, you know, I had to buy like three extra liters of Kirkland lube just to get through it, right? And I cannot wait for the Olympics, dude. And honestly, the IHF, they set up the final bracket. They gave the States the easiest fucking path to the semifinals. Canada's, they gave the second easiest. Poor fucking Finland and Sweden, bro. They got the shaft. Their bracket is so fucking tough.
All of them talk my bad ass feel like this was living, but taught me the ways they kids. Don't need me a pot, I can microwave with it. I bang the high seat just like a crease. Went from that city to the spot, now we living, still running their mouth. They gon' die about the mitch. They bitches and most of them not from a trench. Come to my block, come and see how we living. We chilling with blocks. Today I got extensions. Move to the north, cause I seen they was winning.
It was cool that McDavid won the goal when Crosby won, obviously, it in the Olympics against the States. I will say, though, I bet on the States to win the Olympics so that way it's a win-win. Because I do think the Americans have the better team. I'm just gonna say it. This is the greatest time for the Americans as far as international hockey ever. Like you guys have the best team, best defense, best goalies, and I'd say like as good of forwards as and still actually, but you know. She's more cringe than Megan Rapinoe. I don't even know who that is. Yo, Haley Wickenheiser ain't cringe, bro. She's the goat. What's a female goat? She's the goat. The goat. Oh yeah. This you guys will love if you're an American, if you're Canadian. Basically, as long as you're not French, you'll love this. Is this women's MMA? And yet they still... That's what I'm saying. It's 1-1 going into the Olympics. Woo. Woo. Okay, I gotta stop singing that. Or else this stream will get shut down. Well, I mean, we've already gone overtime, so... I don't even know who that is. Yo, what's up, Spire? You're just missing out. It's Canada Day, so we're watching the highlights and lowlights of Rob Ford, the crackhead, Canadian or mayor from Toronto. And finally, my favorite Canadian comedian / TV host / South Park writer. He's literally one of the only two weeboo fucking things I own. Kenny fucking Hotz, ladies and gentlemen. I present to you the man, the myth, the legend from Kenny vs. Spenny.
So before I leave France, there's still one thing left to do. Pardon? Vous êtes français? Fuck you. That was for the waiter. God, I feel so much better now. So
One more
before I
time.
leave France, there's still one thing left to do. Pardon? Vous êtes français? Fuck you. That was for the waiter. God, I feel so much.
If you guys don't know who Kenny Hotz is, the greatest show in Canadian history is not Red Green. It's not Trailer Park Boys. It is Kenny versus Spenny. If you like fucked up shit and Matt and Trey humor from Trailer Park or from South Park, they were the producers for season 3, 4, and 5, I believe. Oh no, 4, 5, and 6. But the early episodes are amazing as well. They're all on Kenny Hotz's YouTube channel. Unfortunately, YouTube nuked his channel recently. Because the show is so fucked up, right? Like it's every episode breaks YouTube policy. So to avoid his channel getting like nuked, he deleted everything, and now he's reposting episodes remastered. And then like when shit happens in the episode that they can't show, it just shows like, go to Patreon to see the rest of it. Which I think it's like $2 on Patreon if you are into it, but it's a competition show between two friends. One is a absolute fucked up narcissist who, honestly, the best way to describe him is Hank the Tank. And then a guy who is kind of like No Chill MMA. Keeps reels you back in and then just embarrasses you on national television. And the competitions are simple, First one to talk loses. For who can catch the bigger fish? Who can gain the most weight? Who do black people like more? Just everyday shit. Oh, I know. Spiral, we make a joke out of it now, and we take note of all like the lore shit, the good, bad, and ugly from TUF. So we had 5 TUF House B-roll shots today. We had 4 Apex B-roll shots. We had 1 full-on favela violence. It wasn't full on, but the two fucking Brazilians were yapping at each other. So we're gonna count it. We had 3 guest appearances. We had 2 shitty home videos. We had a knockout, but no broken doors, no Dana White saying, holy fuck, no Dana White pep talks, and no Daniel Cormier eating, at least on camera. We saw that belly from episode 1 to episode 6. We know you've been eating. Oh, dude. Norm's a fucking beauty as well. I should have gone through some of his shit. I'll definitely get this stream taken off. Norm Macdonald is unbelievable as well. Yeah. Do you know? Okay. Did you guys ever watch the that Mike Tyson cartoon on Netflix? Like Mike Tyson's fantasy fucking. I don't even know what it is. Hold on. It was like Mike Tyson's Mystery Machine or some shit like that. Yeah, Mike Tyson Mysteries. Did you ever watch that show? So his like one of the characters is this talking pigeon, and it's Norm Macdonald. Oh, he been eaten, and it's Norm Macdonald as his voice. Let's see. Hold on, we'll share some of it here. It's so fucking funny, dude. It must still be on Netflix. And at first, I was like, "Yo, if Mike Tyson is serious about this show, like if this is like his masterpiece, then it's really fucking bad. But if it is in fact a comedy, which, you know, after 2 episodes of watching, I was like, oh yeah, this is just some stoner comedy shit. It's fucking awesome.
Well, you wanted. He's no fun. He doesn't party. He doesn't beat you. There, mystery solved.
You're an asshole.
You're an asshole.
She's not an asshole. And that's not how you talk around a young lady.
Why are you still here? You got what you
I just thought the second I heard him talk, I was like, oh, I'm going to like this show.
Wanted. He's no fun. He doesn't party. He doesn't beat up random people. You basically turned him into you, except he's not a closeted homosexual.
You know what? You.
Anyways, it's good stuff. No, I mean, you've seen Kenny versus Spenny, Chris Gray. I've said that, like, the only person who I think I can compare to Spencer Rice, who, and I'll say this, who doesn't have a drinking or drug problem, is our mutual friend, Mr. Tank. Yeah, Norm's the GOAT, man. All right, guys, I got to run because I got to eat some dinner. I got to finish this beer. I got to get some editing done, and I got an early day tomorrow. I got to be on site filming and recording one of my clients' podcasts at, I think, 8:30 a.m. is when the guest is there, and it's go time. Roll call. But I appreciate you guys. Members stream tomorrow for all the members. And Spyro, it's great to see you as always, man. I hope you're having a great week. You know, Spyro always supports the channel and jumps in and says, what's up? And we really appreciate it as well. Spenny is Hank the Tank. See, Monkey's seen a lot of Kenny versus Spenny as well. I actually had a vlog of me and my buddy going to one of their live shows, and it got like when I had like 500 subscribers on the channel, and it got like I think like 8,000 views before Kenny Hot's copyright struck me and took it down. It is what it is. It is what it is. Big meaty hot dog. I go for these hoes. You know what? Monkey, in regards to the hoes, I got plenty to eat at home. Good night, everybody.
Yeah.